Longer Nano Pro. Yes, there is an enclosure for it, and that's what's in this box right here. And there's not much assembly to it. We're going to take it out and put it together, and I'll kind of show you some of the features of it. You got everything unpackaged here. You've got the enclosure itself. This is the sides. This is probably, yeah, that's the ends, and probably the top. Comes with a little chute you're going to have to mount on the side here. Comes with a fan. You got a little USB power supply there, and a few screws and an alien wrench. There's not much hardware to this. Like I said, there's not going to be a whole lot to this. This is light strip. Don't lose the clips, so you can see what's going on inside. It's a nice little package there. And then you have the exhaust hose that I'm glad to say is a 4-inch and not a 3-inch, because that'll fit what I have in here. And hey, did you ever have a Slinky when you were a kid? Are you old enough to know what a Slinky is? Used to make them walk down the stairs, drive my parents nuts when I was a kid. Okay, anyway, get back to putting this together. It does come with an instruction sheet here. So, like I said, there's not going to be a whole lot to this. This should go together pretty quick. Okay, the first thing is to close the bottom zipper. Well, what's the bottom zipper? That's this guy right here. Pull this guy up. So right now this is upside down, and there's a zipper here. You got to zip it up. The hardest part is getting around the corner. Once you're around the corner, though, it's a piece of cake. Or easy as pie. Take your pick. And the next part here is a light tube, and there's two little Velcro deals here. At the light tube, it's going to get clamped into, and then this USB cable passes out a hole down here by where the fan is. The problem is I can't hold this up and do the light tube at the same time. I don't think. Goes kind of like that. I got to get that tighter than that. It's going to be easier to do when it's standing up, but you get the idea. Get in the back side here. This is the back. You've got a fan, and there's a label on one side. Don't put the label out or it will blow air in. You want it blowing air out. So that will go here, and then you have a chute. You have 4 of these screws like this. One will go in each corner. Through the chute, then through the fan. And then it'll go through the enclosure, and then you've got a wing nut you put on the inside. And I suggest you have the power cable for it coming off on the bottom. Yeah, it's just a matter of putting all 4 of those in. Okay, then you've got your exhaust duct, the big Slinky, which goes on the back, and it does come with a clamp. Yeah, it looks like it needs to be backed out a whole bunch before it's even going to be close to going around that. But it's nice. It's got a little thumb thing on it there, so you don't need any tools for it. Now, if you've never dealt with this kind of ductwork before, there's a wire inside, a spiral wire. If you grab the end of the wire, it makes it a lot easier to work this on when it's a tight fit. And this is a tight fit, which is good. So then we'll just bring the clamp up here, and we'll tighten her up. Okay, and all your panels that have acrylic, there is going to be a plastic film, and you're going to need to peel that off of both sides. And it's underneath the fabric too, so you'll need to watch me peel and cut. So I'll do this, and then we'll be back. Okay, and if you're wondering what this piece is for, this is the base. So this goes down inside on the bottom, which probably would have been easier to do before I put the light in, the fan, but that's all right. That just makes things a little more solid down there. On your top, right here, has these little Velcro guys on it. That will line up with their corresponding partners on the cover, or on the rest of the enclosure. This is surprisingly sturdy once it's put together. I'm kind of surprised it's so sturdy. Okay, of course that would connect to your exhaust, wherever you're exhausting it to. And we have these two cables here, which will go to the USB adapter. We'll see how much air this puts out. So we got this little guy here we can plug our USB things into for the fan and the light. And I'll get that into some power. Well, I got one little surprise here. When I told you about how to put that fan on with the label towards the inside, that's the way most fans are. As far as the air direction, that is not the case here, because instead of this blowing out, it's sucking in. So I need to take these out and just turn the fan around. Not a big deal. Works much better when you get the fan on the right direction. Got a little switch here for the light. There we go. So let me go get the Nano Pro. We'll set it inside. Actually, I've got the extension set up on it right now, so we'll see how it all fits. Okay, got her in there with the slider on it too. So, and you could probably, I'm sure the rotary would fit in there along, not at the same time, but if you were using the rotary, I'm sure that would fit in there without a problem. Any disadvantages to this? I can see a couple. One is I may put a piece of 1/4 inch hardboard or something down inside here in addition to the base that comes with it, because you got a little bit of wobble here. I don't know that, well, it's enough that it bothers me. So I'd put a piece of 1/4 inch hardboard in there, make that a little bit more solid and stable. This door does close. You can zip everything up right there. Of course, the top comes off, but this will give you pretty good access. Now, the other disadvantage I'll show you here. Certainly not a deal breaker, but it's just something to keep in mind. This is your USB cable that would be going to your computer, and that's all you got out here. That's just, of course, it was short to start with as it comes from the factory. So you may want to get a longer USB A to C cable. And get a good one. Don't go to the dollar store and get one. Buy a good one for this. And then your power supply cord, that fits out here just fine. Of course, I always wish these are a little longer, but this will work. So there it is, the enclosure for the longer Nano Pro, and how to put it together and what not to do with the fan, of course. And a couple other little minor things. Of course, peeling that plastic, that I don't like doing that anyway, but a lot of things have that. I kind of wish they had not put the rivets down through the plastic, but it does come off. Just a little bit tedious getting it out of there. The cables routing, if the cables were longer, the routing would be just fine, but you're definitely going to need a longer USB cable to be able to use this. Otherwise, I think it's a great little unit. It does fold back up pretty easy. Take the base out, unzip the bottom, everything will fold back down, and you can store it away. So if you're going to a show or something and you're going to be demonstrating this without the actual shield on it, you definitely need the enclosure. And I would recommend that anyway, because you're always going to have some little kid that's going to get down there and he's going to try to look under that shield in that little gap. They hurt their eyes. With this, you're shielded here with the orange acrylic. And yes, orange is the right color because orange is the opposite of blue. With that said too, putting your Nano Pro, which is a class 4 laser, inside this enclosure, it's still a class 4 laser. That doesn't make it a class 1. So don't let anybody tell you that's true, because it isn't. There's other features you have to be able to qualify for class 1, and this does not meet them. So anyway, put a link in the description on, of course, the enclosure, the Nano Pro. If you would happen to purchase one, I do get a small commission on it. Although that does not affect your cost whatsoever, but it kind of helps keep the lights on and stuff in here. So if you got anything out of this, appreciate getting a thumbs up. Always helps the channel. I'm Roger in the shop. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.